Hello, Cowboys fans. Today we bring you an exclusive piece of news that is causing quite a stir in the NFL world. Are Micah Parsons and Malik Hooker in a dispute? Micah Parsons, one of the brightest stars of the Dallas Cowboys, had an altercation with his teammate Malik Hooker. It all started during a recent appearance by Hooker on Keyshawn Johnson's podcast, All Facts No Breaks, where Hooker expressed concern about Parsons' commitment to the team. Hooker didn't hold back and launched a direct criticism. "My advice for Micah would be to make sure we're good. Because if we're working and the run game is terrible, but he's doing a podcast every week, what is he really focused on? Does he care more about the podcast audience or the success of the team and the Super Bowl we're aspiring to?" These words resonated strongly, sparking a debate among fans and sports analysts. Parsons, known for his intensity both on and off the field, was quick to respond. In a message posted on X/Twitter, which was later deleted, Parsons expressed his frustration. "I wish you had told me this in person and not on a podcast. And you have my number, bro. At Malik Hooker 24, you're my locker mate. You could have said this any day. And do you realize I record the podcast on our day off? Why don't we talk about everyone's preparation and focus before game week? I can point out a lot of other things, but I won't." This exchange has spotlighted the team's internal dynamics and how players manage their personal interests alongside their professional responsibilities. Micah Parsons isn't the only successful NFL player with a weekly podcast on his day off. The Kelsey brothers, Travis and Jason, have one of the most listened to and watched podcasts in the country, and it doesn't seem to be a distraction for them. In fact, their show has been praised for offering a unique and entertaining perspective on life in the NFL. For Parsons, who is expected to sign a massive contract extension soon, his podcast is a way to connect with fans and provide an inside look at the team. Many argue that having a podcast is an excellent way for fans to stay engaged and follow the team from an insider source outside of conventional media. This kind of direct interaction with followers can strengthen the relationship between players and fans, something crucial for team spirit. The situation between Parsons and Hooker raises questions about how players balance their extracurricular activities with their commitments to the team. Instead of criticizing publicly, some suggest Hooker should consider joining Parsons' podcast and discussing his concerns openly. This would not only resolve any misunderstandings but also provide fascinating content for listeners. These types of disputes are not new in the sports world. Teams are made up of individuals with different personalities and priorities, and sometimes these clashes can lead to greater understanding and cohesion. Ultimately, the most important thing is that these differences are resolved before they affect on-field performance. With the season starting soon, all eyes are on how the Cowboys will handle this situation. Run defense has been a weak point for the team, and any distraction could be detrimental. Let's hope this internal dispute is resolved soon and that the Cowboys hit the field in Week 1 with renewed focus and a solid defense. CeeDee Lamb will not participate in training camp without a new contract. In news that has shaken the Dallas Cowboys camp, Calvin Watkins reports that star receiver CeeDee Lamb intends to skip training camp if he doesn't receive a contract extension. This decision follows his absence from the mandatory minicamp, which has already cost him over $100,000 in fines. However, missing training camp could be even more costly, with daily fines of approximately $50,000. The context of this situation is interesting and complex. Under the NFL's new collective bargaining agreement, CBA, teams can no longer unilaterally forgive fines accumulated by absent players, although there is an exception for those still under rookie contracts. Lamb, being one of the league's brightest young talents, is in a position where he expects to secure a contract that reflects his value and contributions to the team. CeeDee Lamb, 25, has had an impressive trajectory since his college days. He was a starter for 3 years at the University of Oklahoma, where he stood out to the point of being a consensus All-American. His performance caught the attention of the Dallas Cowboys, who selected him with the 17th pick in the 2020 draft. His rookie contract was for 4 years and $14,010,012, including a substantial signing bonus of $7,749,100. This contract also contained an option for a fifth year, corresponding to the 2024 season, for a value of $17.991 million fully guaranteed, an option the Cowboys decided to exercise, demonstrating their confidence in the young receiver. On the field, Lamb has proven to be a dominant force. In the 2023 season, he participated in all 17 Cowboys games, achieving 135 receptions for a total of 1,749 yards and 12 touchdowns. His ability to create explosive plays and be a reliable target for his quarterback has solidified his status as one of the best young receivers in the league. Lamb's situation has become even more relevant following the recent contract extension of Minnesota Vikings receiver Justin Jefferson. With Jefferson securing a mega contract, it was expected that Lamb's extension talks with the Cowboys would gain momentum. However, so far, no agreement has been reached, leading Lamb to consider the drastic measure of potentially skipping training camp. For the Cowboys, this situation poses a significant challenge. Lamb's absence from training camp would not only affect the team's preparation for the 2024 season but could also have on-field implications given his crucial role in the team's offense. The pressure now falls on the Cowboys management to reach an agreement that satisfies Lamb and ensures his participation in training camp and beyond. The saga of CeeDee Lamb and his quest for a contract extension promises to be a hot topic in the coming weeks. Fans and experts will be closely watching every development, hoping to see if the Cowboys can retain one of their most valuable players and secure his future in Dallas. Stay tuned for more updates on this developing story and CeeDee Lamb's future with the Cowboys. Hello Dallas Cowboys fans. Today I bring you some hot news that could impact one of our division rivals. Brandon Aiyuk, star receiver of the San Francisco 49ers, is in the middle of contract negotiations that could take him out of the Bay Area. Aiyuk has begun talks with the 49ers for a contract extension, but things are still unclear. According to reports, there was interest from the Washington Commanders, led by former 49ers executive Adam Peters. However, despite initial discussions, the Commanders decided not to pursue a deal. Washington's interest in Aiyuk is driven by Peters' connections to San Francisco, where he played a key role in Aiyuk's selection in 2020. Additionally, Washington's recent star recruit, quarterback Jaden Daniels, was Aiyuk's college teammate at Arizona State in 2019. Despite Washington's interest, the 49ers are determined to retain Aiyuk, considering him crucial to their future plans. However, the negotiations face obstacles, including financial discrepancies and pending decisions on contracts, such as quarterback Brock Purdy's. For the Commanders, this decision reflects a strategy to preserve their valuable draft assets during their rebuilding phase under Peters' leadership. We'll be keeping an eye on how these moves develop in the NFC West division. Stay tuned for more news on the Dallas Cowboys and the NFL on our channel.